Hi, I'm Sharon Sajan from Savitha Engineering College, third year AML department. Today I'm here to present our mini project Pocket Growth, which was done along with my teammates Joel John Jobins and Anuvarshini under the guidance of my mentor Dinesh Babu sir. So the title of our mini project is Pocket Growth. Pocket Growth is a personal finance and investments web app which helps many people like the youth, the old age people, the students. It helps users manage allowances and savings and also invest in stocks and financial tools automatically. It focuses on discipline based saving, which is the main feature of a project, which helps the people to follow a particular discipline or a particular order in order to save their save the amount which they receive, whether it's a small amount or a big amount. It helps them to save the amount efficiently and effectively. Some of the objectives of a project are to encourage consistent savings habits, automate savings from income, prevent impulsive spending, provide simple financial visibility. So the people tend to spend more money on various things, and it does not make them realize too. So here our project comes into effect where it helps the people to know where they are spending more, or to save some part of the money, or to use some part of the money in the future. Also, it automates the savings, which means they can set the amount which they want to save, and it ensures consistent savings too. Then comes our system architecture. It contains the front end Node.js plus React, back end MongoDB, database MongoDB, and we have deployed it using Vercel. So in this architecture diagram, as you can see, it goes from front end, back end, Supabase. Supabase contains the Supabase storage, then mobile app, which we are gonna do, then React Native Expo. In this, we are having bank APIs, payments, and analytics. Some of the core features of a project is to add allowance, to auto log savings percentage, to unlock savings with reason, monthly savings visualization, custom savings settings, investments platform, to send and receive money, to view previous transactions. So all these comes under our project, which helps the user. It becomes more user friendly for the people, whichever age they are, and it becomes very convenient for them too. So the first part is the dashboard page where there's a central control page. It fetches the user data from MongoDB, displays available and logged balance. We are having separate blocks for it. It manages dashboard and settings tabs. Then we have an allowance module, add allowance module, where it accepts allowance input, automatically calculates savings, saves transaction in database, which will be displayed in the transactions page, and it updates log savings instantly. Next, we have the unlock savings module. Unlock savings with validation requires a reason for unlocking, which is one of the key features of a project. Prevents over unlocking and locks transactions securely. Some people tend to unlock their money from the locker too often, which is not a good sign. So we have added this issue in our mini project, and we have implemented a system which prevents over unlocking, which is one of the very important feature. Account settings module. Adjust savings percentage user slider based UI, stores user preference in database real time updates. Database design. Users transactions stable, savings stable, user settings stable. We have provided some security and authentication. MongoDB authentication, row level security, user specific data access. There are graphs and visualization. uh, Monthly savings graph component it visualizes savings growth. It improves user awareness. Hardware requirements are any device with browser, internet connection, which is good. No special hardware required. Software requirements: Node.js, web browser, MongoDB account, and GitHub. Some of the tools and technologies we have used: Node.js, React, MongoDB, Tailwind, CSS, Vercel. So now we are going into the implementation part of our mini project. Live demonstration of adding allowance, locking savings, unlocking funds, changing savings percentage. So let's go into the code part of our mini project. So as you can see, this is the allowance part. In the allowance part, we are getting the amount from the user through this command in the highlight in the part where I have highlighted. So the user enters the amount which they want. We get the input from the user, and if the input is invalid then or null, then it prints invalid request data or user not found. And if it's a valid input, then we are calculating the savings percent using the formulas. So we are setting the percentage as 20 here. Then we calculate the savings amount using the formula I mean the amount which they have typed into savings percentage divided by 100. Then we are calculating the spendable amount by the difference between the amount and the savings amount. In this way, we get the amount which is spendable. Then we go into the investments page where we can invest a part of our log savings for various purposes. It may be stock, it may be mutual funds, it may be any other investment platform which helps user to save their save. I mean invest their savings. So if the input is an error, it shows the error failed. I mean fetch investments error, failed to fetch investments, etc. And if it's a valid input, then the growth rate is calculated using math.random into 0.007.0.02. It's an example. Then we are calculating the gain using the amount into growth rate, and we are calculating the returns as you can see here. So we are using these formulas here. Then we are going to the unlock .js part. Here we can unlock the uh, amount which we want from the logged savings whenever we required, but it should be using a valid reason. There must be a valid reason for this. So if the input is error, then or null, it shows invalid request data, user not found, not enough log savings when the log balance is less than the amount. So this is the main part which we are using here to increment and decrement the amounts. Logged balance minus or equal to num amount, available balance plus or equal to num amount. Then we go to server.js part, which is the backend part of our mini project. Then we go to transactions part where the previous transactions are recorded and displayed. So whether you have logged some part of the amount, or whether you are invested, or whether you have added some amount into the savings part or the main part, you can see all the transactions which are happening here. Also some of the transactions which you have made to your friends or received from your friends can be seen through this part. So the code actually shows this. If it's an error, it shows missing fields, transaction not found, or already processed, receiver not found. And as you can see, if it's a valid amount and if there is no error, then some of the formulas are used. And as you can see, the save amount is the amount into PCT by 100. Spend amount is the amount minus save amount, and we are incrementing the save to the logged balance and available balance using spend. So this is how it works. And auth.js, which is the authentication part, here it shows the sign up part, login part, etc. It shows the you if it's invalid one, then it shows user not found or invalid password. Popup.js is the next part where it shows the pop-ups in our mini project. So now let's get into the main part of our mini project, the live demonstration of the mini project. So as you can see, this is the first page you get into. This is the login page. So I'm typing the email, password. So we have logged in successfully. So this is the dashboard page. It shows welcome back Shehan, and it displays your name, whatever the name which you have given into the sign up part, and it shows two blocks here inside wallet summary, the available balance and logged savings. So here you can enter the amount, lock amount, unlock savings amount, reason, and suppose if I am typing an amount here, 2000, and clicking on add, it adds the 2000 into the available balance part. Now suppose I'm typing 3000, and in log command I'm typing suppose 500, clicking on add, the 3000 gets added, but 500 into the logged savings and 1000 2500 into the available balance. So the remaining 500 is stored in the logged savings, and the log savings cannot be accessed easily. So in order to access the log savings, you must give the valid reason. So for example, I want to take suppose 200 from this log savings. So I'm giving an reason which is a valid one. For example, I'm giving hospital emergency. So when I click on unlock, so we have got 200 rupees for hospital emergency. It has displayed it, as well as look at the available balance now. Now it's 4,700, which was previously 4,500. 200 has been added as part of the hospital emergency. Now look at the logged savings, which is 300 rupees. So this is how it works. The main part of a mini project. Now let's go into the various uh, parts of our project. We are going into the investments tab. As you can see in this dashboard, you can see many blocks. I'll show you how it works. So there's a block here, add new investment. So the logged savings available is 300 as shown here. So from this amount you can from the logged savings amount, you can invest some amount in any of the fields mentioned here: stocks, crypto, SIP, mutual fund, fixed deposits. So first time investing an amount, for example, uh, 40, clicking on add. So the investment 40 is added, and the log savings is updated to 260. So as you can see here, so now I am going for a mutual fund. So I'm typing in the amount as 100. Now 100 rupees has been added as a part of a mutual fund, and the uh, graph is updated here. It shows the graph here, the date, time, the net worth, etc. In this way, all the parts get updated. So next, let's go to the transactions part. In this part, you can see the transaction history, which is the previous transactions which you have made. For example, here it is displayed the transactions which I have made just now, the date and the time at which it happened or took place. Next is the received tab here, pending received money. So there is no pending incoming transactions or received money, so it displays null. Let's go to the send money part. This is one of the key features of a project where we can send money to a friend through email. Suppose I'm typing an email. So I'm suppose sending an amount 100. So 100 rupees is sent to Anuvarshini. and it displays it here. So in this manner, you can send any amount which is present in your amount to any of your friend using their email. Next,